Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Gavin, and throughout the last 30 years, I believe the Pokemon Company has come up with some incredibly designed Pokemon. With over 1,000 to choose from, there are dozens of really cool and unique designs. There are really cute ones, really edgy ones, and even some weird but interesting ones. Today, however, I want to talk about the ones that aren't really cool. I want to talk about the ugly Pokemon. Every region has at least one Pokemon that's uglier than the rest, so we're going to go through each generation to determine the ugliest Pokemon each of them has to offer. And the first Pokemon we'll be looking at is Jynx. Not only is this Pokemon really off-putting to look at, but its design has been pretty controversial in the past. So much so that Game Freak had to change the skin color of Jynx in all official media. I don't think any other Pokemon in this region is nearly as bad, except for maybe Lickitung. In Johto, I'm gonna pick the obvious, Dunsparce. I don't know anyone in real life that actually likes Dunsparce, and I don't like its face.
Now Frank hated this painting, he made me take it down.
I do not like this painting, Charlie. Smug aura mocks me. It's evil, Charlie.
Johto has had some really cool Pokemon, but Dunsparce just sticks out as such an odd choice. The evolution that it received in Gen 9, the Dunsparce, is just as bad. In Generation 3, Hoenn is home to a few ugly Pokemon, but the ugliest in my opinion is Grumpig. Grumpig is such a terrible looking Pokemon, I have to remind myself that it even exists. The runner-up for this region is Swalot. Actually, the more I look at it, Swalot might be worse.
Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause.
I know that in Sinnoh, there's a literal Pokemon with ugly in its name, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as Probopass. Nosepass is such an interesting Pokemon. I've loved it ever since I battled Roxanne for the first time. It just sucks that if I ever catch one and want to evolve it, then it's gotta look like that. I feel bad for all the Probopass fans out there, but I just don't get why you'd like it. Nosepass is way better.
There are dozens of us! Dozens!
For Gen 5, you all know what I'm going to pick. Garbodor. Garbodor is literally so ugly that it inspired me to make this video. This thing has appeared on countless worst Pokemon of all time lists, and for good reason. It's disgusting. This thing doesn't even have great stats. It's mediocre at best, so I don't know why anybody would even want it on their team. Have you ever used Garbodor? Was it useful? Let me know in the comments. For Kalos, we have our only starter on this list. I'm talking about Quilladin. The entire Chespin line is one of the worst starter sets in the entire franchise. I will say, Kalos offers so many interesting Pokemon, so having a bad grass starter isn't the worst. Also, not picking Chespin means you can pick up my boy Bulbasaur later on, so I see this as a win. In the tropical paradise of Alola, there is a fish so bad that I'm honestly shocked that its design got approved. I'm talking about Bruxish. We have clashing patterns, oversized teeth, weird lips, and some seductive eyes.
Yo, why is he looking at me like that? What's up, little bud? You got a staring problem, pal?
I occasionally see people online defend this Pokemon's design, but I think those people are just trying to be different. I don't honestly think they like this thing. Galar has always been a pretty controversial region, but does that mean it has a truly ugly Pokemon? Yes, it's Arctozolt. Pretty much all the fossil Pokemon in this generation are pretty bad, but I think this one is easily the worst. The only time I ever got this one was to complete the Pokedex, and I immediately threw it in a PC box, never to be seen again. Finally, we visit Paldea. The current generation of Pokemon had a rough launch, but with the Switch 2 upgrades, Scarlet and Violet have become some of my favorite Pokemon games. That being said, I will never defend Winkalone. Specifically the male version. This is the second pig Pokemon on this list. I guess I don't like pig Pokemon. Tepig is my least favorite Gen 5 starter. I'd argue this one is way worse than Grumpig. Grumpig is at least forgettable. Winkalone is so bad that I can't forget it. You have no idea how excited I was to train a Lechonk. During those early Scarlet and Violet reveals, Lechonk immediately had me excited. But as soon as I saw it evolve,
So now,
I'm out. I'm out.
and for that reason alone, I'm out.
I'm out.
alright, that's my list. These are the ugliest Pokemon from each region. What do you think? Do you agree? Are there some I'm forgetting? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. I make videos about Pokemon every week. Thank you so much for watching.